Hello everybody, it's just Jennifer Beauty here. So before I get into questions that you guys can ask me, just like to share my pain. I've had a really bad shoulder. I did something at the gym. I've been doing body pump and I increased the weights, and I was doing a press up and then moving the weight across in front of me whilst I was in a plank. Completely messed up my muscle here, so it's been giving me migraines and headaches. So I've been very quiet on social media because I'm in so much pain. So hence why I've got a hat on as well, because I can't lift my arm up to do my hair, so it is a god awful mess under there. So I thought I'm just going to do my evening routine, but I am going to answer any questions that you guys have. So I am a skincare specialist. This is not going to work with a hat on, is it? I'm a skincare specialist and I help with product selection, with routine setting, and it doesn't matter what budget you have, what skin concern you have, what skin condition you have. I work to exactly what you can afford, and I will always give you my best advice given your budget. And I do all of that service for free. And I do help people in business as well, earn money from home. So guys, get involved. Drop your questions in the comments box so that I can answer any skincare related questions. But I'm going to start off with a lot of people asking, a lot of my clients are coming in at the moment saying that they are feeling like they've got drier skin and that their skin is more red or more sensitive. And that is totally because of the time of the year, the season that we're in. As we are getting into the colder months, we start putting the heating on. Heating dehydrates the skin. The cold weather also aggravates the skin. So it's really, really important that you use different products when we're getting into this season as opposed to the products that you used in the spring and the summer. So things like, if you're using, for example, a foam cleanser, you'll want to switch that to a balm to oil cleanser, because foam cleansers can be a little bit more stripping with the skin. So it's all about putting the hydration back into the skin. You'll want to be using a facial oil at night after your moisturiser to help boost your hydration levels if you're feeling a bit dry. And you're going to want masks that are going to hydrate and soothe and firm the skin rather than stripping out the oils. If you've got oily skin anyway and your skin isn't feeling dry with that, because you can be oily and dry at the same time, then you're okay. But if you are feeling oily and also dry and irritated, then you just want to be using products that are not you're not going to want to put an oil on, for example. But you can thicken your moisturiser, but just make sure it's a moisturiser that doesn't clog the pores. So that is a really common thing. If you've got any skincare questions, drop them in, because now is the time for me to answer them whilst I'm doing my nighttime routine. And then I'm going to be taking painkillers and going to bed. So next thing for dry, dull skin is exfoliation. I'm doing an exfoliation now. Verity, hello. Morning routine is a rush before school run. Ideally, how long between each product should you allow to soak in? It depends what products you're using. Drop me a comment. Is it a cleanse, tone, moisturize? Are you using a serum? Usually if you're using a hyaluronic acid serum, then you will want to apply your moisturizer immediately before it gets a chance to dry, because hyaluronic acid holds its weight in water by 1,000 times. And what it does is it draws water from the atmosphere into your skin. It can only be the vehicle to move that water into the skin, but it can't hold it there. So if you wait for it to dry, actually what's going to happen is the water is going to evaporate out the skin, and it's actually going to take a bit of moisture that was in your skin cells, so it ends up dehydrating you. So things like your moisturizer wants to go on straight away. Cleanser, so really if it's a cleanse, tone, serum and a moisturize, then cleanse the skin. Straight away, get your toner, pump it onto Great. Pump your toner onto a cotton pad or straight onto the skin and wipe off. Go straight in with your serum. If it's like a vitamin C serum, you want to pat it in and make sure it's dried. If it's any other serum other than hyaluronic acid, just make sure it's dried into the skin. Give it time to get in, so about 15 seconds. Pop your moisturiser on and your SPF straight on top. So it's very quick and easy. You don't need to wait too long. The real things that you need to wait for is like something like retinol. You want to do retinol half an hour before your moisturiser, really, if you've got time. Most of the time I don't have time to wait half an hour because I'm going to bed. But yeah, retinol, you want it to fully go into the skin and do its thing and then apply your moisturiser. And then obviously masks as well. You need to give those time to settle in. If anyone's got any other questions, drop them in the comments box. Yeah, anything for a quick morning routine. I'm exactly the same. I'm like, I don't want to muck around. I just want to quickly get everything done. I'm a bit like that in the evening as well. So I've just applied my exfoliation. So for anyone who's got dry skin, who's been complaining, any of my clients who have been complaining coming into me, facials, exfoliation is so key even at this time of the year, because you want to get off those dead skin cells, that rough skin texture. When you've got a rough skin texture and a lot of dead skin cell buildup, what happens is your products are not very effective. Because if you imagine you've got layers and layers and layers of dead skin cells, if you put your moisturiser on top here, it's got to get through all those dead skin cell layers before it even gets to the surface of your skin, and then it still needs to travel further down. So by the time it's got there, it's knackered, it's gone. So exfoliate your skin. Do not over exfoliate. Maximum physical exfoliation, and when I say physical exfoliation, I mean facial scrubs. So actual physical scrubs. Hey Kelly, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in ages, darling. I hope you're well. Not that I see you in person, but just see you on my lives. Hope you're well. So with physical exfoliation, that kind of needs to be like twice a week. If you're using chemical exfoliation, and that's in the form of acids, so like AHAs, BHAs, so lactic acid, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, they can be used daily. So, and they are a little bit less harsh than a physical scrub, because a physical scrub gives you that sort of friction irritation, whereas the acid will just go onto the skin. And lots of people get scared of acid. Oh, I forgot my toner. Lots of people get scared of the concept of acid because I'm saying the word acid, but it's actually a lot less harsh than a physical exfoliant. So guys, I'm sorry I'm doing all of this with my hat on, but I've got a busted shoulder, can't lift my arm, so I can't do my hair, and I don't want to show you that absolutely disgusting mess. So doing it with my hat on. Everyone drop your comments in for any skincare questions. When I've finished my facial routine, I will be popping off and going to bed, so drop your questions while you can and I'll be happy to answer anything. So I've put on my toner and now I'm going to put on my eye cream. So always put on your eye cream before your serum, everyone, okay? So reason being is your serum is very potent, concentrated liquid that will target certain skin concerns. And if you have residue of that on your fingers, when you apply your eye cream, you could really irritate your eyes or do some damage around the skin and the eyes, because the skin around the eyes is up to 20 times thinner than the skin on the face, and it needs completely different formulations to a serum, basically, or anything else. You wouldn't put face moisturizer around your eyes either. So always apply your eye cream first. I think I've got a little cat who's just come in. Oh, hi Franks. I've got Franks in here with me now. You'll probably hear him soon. It's his dinner time. So next I'm going to go in with my retinol. Now I'm being naughty because I would normally put retinol on, well, I should. I say I would normally, I don't normally. Should leave it on for half an hour before you put your cream on. but I'm too knackered, don't have time. So I'm going to put my cream straight over once it's dried instead of leaving it for half an hour. Okay, so retinol, does everyone use retinol? Is anyone scared of retinol? Has anyone had reactions, therefore stopped using retinol? Let me know. Retinol is, if there is one product that I could tell you need to have in your life, it is retinol. It is the holy grail. Yes, darling, I will save this live to my feed. Don't worry, you can refer back to it. As long as there are no gremlins in Instagrams. Sometimes it deletes my video before I can save it, but if I can, I will. I'm glad you guys are learning. Drop me some messages, and I love to hear from you. Keep the messages coming for me. I'm in pain. So in terms of percentages for retinol, it really does depend on the product and the brand and the quality, okay? So don't get too hung up over the percentages. However, 0.01% up to about 0.2, 0.3 is considered a beginner's. Up to 0.5 is a medium to high, and you shouldn't really be going over 1%. There are higher percentages, there are a lot higher percentages, but they can start to do damage to the skin. And it's more about if you have quality, then you don't need a really high percentage. And if you have an encapsulated retinol, it means that it is more targeted and goes and finds the actual wrinkle and works on that area. So it does very much depend on the product and the brand, but people get fixated and go higher and higher and higher, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's better for you. I've done a post on that a couple of posts ago. Sorry, I'm trying to look through. You're in my bathroom and you're on my cabinet here. So after application of hyaluronic acid, which order can I apply? Niacinamide, glycolic acid and moisturiser. Okay, so you've used hyaluronic acid, and then are you saying, just drop me a quick note so I know, are you saying that you're using niacinamide, glycolic acid and moisturiser and hyaluronic acid all in the same routine? Can you just answer that for me? So you're doing 3 serums and then a moisturiser. Just answer that for me and then I'll let you know. So if you are new to retinol and you are, I'm putting on Revita Brow because I'm trying to grow my eyebrows out, because when I was young in the 90s, I plucked my eyebrows to death, and my mum said, you are going to hate that when you're older because they won't grow back. And I was like, shut up, Mum. And she was totally right. So in terms of your question, Ice.26, can you use niacinamide, glycolic acid and moisturiser? So what I would do is I would split up the niacinamide and the glycolic acid because they both exfoliate the skin and will both help to clear the pores. So you can use one in the morning, one in the evening. It doesn't matter which way around. So apply your hyaluronic acid, slap on your niacinamide or glycolic acid, and then go in with your moisturiser. Just make sure your moisturiser doesn't have retinol in it if you are using glycolic acid. If you're using niacinamide, retinol goes well with that, so you can use that in the evening and use your glycolic acid in the morning. Where was I? Yes, retinol. If you're scared of using retinol, or if you've had any reactions to retinol in the past, first of all, move to a encapsulated retinol. I'm trying to find my moisturiser. There it is. Use an encapsulated retinol because it doesn't give you the harsh effects of regular retinol, because it releases the retinol at a slower rate. So it means that it's like an ice cube melting on your skin rather than a bucket of ice cold water being chucked in your face. That's the difference between encapsulated and normal retinol. And if you are still concerned, put a layer of moisturiser on your skin before your retinol, and then apply your retinol, and then apply your moisturiser on top. And that is called sandwiching, and that will dampen down the effects of retinol, so ease you in. Verity, can I recommend a good retinol, please? Can you please send me a private message with your budget, and I will match your budget with a good retinol. pop that in and I will come back to you as soon as I finish this live. Has anyone else got any other questions? Post-birth, I've developed blackheads on my nose and the pores are more prominent. What may I use to remove or reduce? Okay, so you've given birth recently and developed blackheads on the nose and pores are prominent. Sonic cleansing brush will help with this. A silicone sonic cleansing brush, one that is able to be used on a daily basis instead of twice a week. There are different ones, so you need to just double check that you're getting the right one. This will help to clear out 99.5% of bacteria from the pores. So what you want to be doing is clearing that bacteria out. If your skin is oily where you've got enlarged pores, then that will be the cause of the enlarged pores. So then you'll want to be reducing the amount of oil that your skin is producing, okay? So that will be by using a salicylic acid, or, oh my gosh, I can't open this pot. Hang on, I'm gonna have to use my teeth. I'm using a neck gel at the moment. Anti-aging neck gel is absolutely brilliant. Keeps your neck crepe-free and young. So salicylic acid, or you can use things like a tea tree or a mud mask to draw out the impurities. But definitely for daily use, you can use salicylic acid. I saw you using your gua sha the other day, and you have said that right, my darling. Are they all the same, or is there a good brand? They are pretty much all the same. It's more about the material or that it is. So you want it to be jade or quartz, because jade and quartz have part of Chinese medicine as well, but they are healing stones, if you believe in any of that. I do. I've got my jade and quartz bracelets somewhere, but they also hold the cold temperature, whereas other stones don't. And the cold temperature is what is going to help with lymphatic drainage, it's what's going to help with the blood circulation, and it's what's going to help with depuffing the skin. So if you just get a regular stone gua sha or an imitation stone gua sha, it's not going to give those added effects. That will just give muscle movement and a little bit of fluid movement, but it's not going to do the same job as a jade or quartz gua sha. Okay, well that was a quick whistle stop of my skincare routine and answering questions. I hope you guys found that useful. I am going to go and take some painkillers for this shoulder. It really hurts. If you have got any questions and you didn't get to ask me, pop the questions in. I'm going to post this live in a minute, so pop your questions in the comments, or if you want to send me a private message, do that and I will get back to you. Anyone who's asking about product specifics, send me your budget for the product specifics and I will find something to fit your budget and to fit your skin type and your skin concern. So nice talking to you guys. Thanks for those of you who got involved. Thanks for those of you who watched. Take care. Mwah. See you again soon. Bye.